I have come across the floor here at the PPMA show, and I'm joined by Job now from Industore. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good, good. That's what we like to hear. Day 2, or has it been busy?
Do you know, it's been really busy. We've been here a few times before, actually, but I think this year it's really sort of stepped up a notch. I think we've increased the size of our stand and sort of our presence here, but I think certainly it's one of the best years that we've had at the show.
Fantastic. Okay, so could you tell us a little bit about what it is that Industore does?
We are automation experts, intralogistic experts. We present these items that you can see just behind me here, which are automated storage and retrieval systems. Ultimately, they condense the footprint of your stock or of your critical parts, for example, and allow you to store a large volume of products in a very small area. They allow you to ensure that you're always picking the right part every time. And also we can do things like sort of manage the inventory, so you always know that you have the right product in the right place and you're always retrieving that item effectively. You never run out of stock, overorder, underorder, etc.
I mean, all the basics, but the actual really important things that people need is what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I think the thing to remember is most of the companies at PPMA will benefit from something like this, right? They're all producing items, they're all packaging items, they're all storing critical parts for those components, and they can all be stored within our lifts here. So ultimately, while we're targeting every person that comes to the stand, I think it's important for us to recognize that we can actually target all of the exhibitors here as well. So PPMA is a really good market for us to ensure that we're always accessing the right people.
Yeah, that's amazing. I know you mentioned that this wasn't the first time that you have been down, but is that the reason why you do keep coming back time and time again? Because it is the perfect audience and market for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head, really. I mean, we wouldn't be coming back if it wasn't working for us, right? So, we've been here a number of times before. I see no reason why we wouldn't be here again. The leads coming in thick and fast at the moment, so we're really pleased with how everything's going.
Fantastic. All right, well, I think we need to have a little look at what is happening behind us here. So talk us through some of these fantastic lifts that we've got.
Okay, so this is what we call a lean lift. It's a vertical lift module. To give you a sort of whistle-stop tour of it, what we're looking at is a tray that's being expelled at an ergonomic height, so everything's always very easily accessible. This has got a refrigerated unit on it, which means you're able to store cold goods, whether they're frozen or chilled. The products are presented to the picker. Picker's able to retrieve those from the access point. It's all by user ID to ensure that only people with the appropriate access are removing them, that they're always removing the right item. Again, it's sort of integrated to your CRM system, so you always know that you have the right part and the right person is retrieving it. Once the correct item has been removed from the lift, it'll deduct that from your stock, which is integrated to your own WMS, and then it'll go to retrieve the next item.
Great. I mean, it does what it says on the tin, right? And you can literally see it happening here, which is so fantastic because it's quite eye-catching as well. You could sit and watch this all day, really, couldn't you?
Well, it really does the marketing job for us. I think the fact that it moves, we're on a reasonably big stand here. We've managed to get a really good place in the hall this year. And the fact that it is so sort of changeable, I suppose. So you can store just about anything in here. This is an ESD tray, which means you can store sort of electrical components in here. We've already talked about the chilled items. Just about anything that you can store, we can store it.
Fantastic. All right, well, I think there's something else going on the other side of your stand as well. So should we go for a little wander over?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. So what's going on over here? In
a similar vein to what we were just talking about, it's an automated storage and retrieval system. This is what we call a rotomat, so it works on a carousel principle. Right. So this is constantly rotating, bringing you the parts that you need. It's perfect for very small items that are either critical to sort of business operations or very high value. So what you're looking at is the item again being retrieved to the picker. This is indicating the item that you need to pick from, saying that you need to pick 3 items out of here. You can scan it so that you always know that you're picking the right part. And once you finish, you just acknowledge the order and say, yeah, I'm happy with that. And it'll fetch the next item for you.
I mean, this is fantastic because as you mentioned at the very start of this interview, you are catering to a wide range of customers, really. This isn't just specific for one. Basically, this will go across the range, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And I think one of the reasons that we exhibit at PPMA is we've recognized an audience for our products here as people who don't know they don't know. So when we exhibit at intralogistics events, most people will be familiar with these types of products. But at PPMA, what we managed to do is target an audience that may not be aware of these products that are on the market, which is why it's such a good event for us.
Amazing. Thank you, Joe, for taking the time to chat to us. Do come down and, well, have a little look, see how the team here at Industore can help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.